Alright, so I just wanted to practice tarot reading, so I did this spread for you of what you need to be aware of for the week ahead. So I did have you pop out as the King of Cups. So obviously that's applicable to you since you're a Scorpio. And just meaning that you are in control of your emotions represented here in the situation. Though you might be dealing with a little bit of needing some grounding as far as your assertive or passionate nature is concerned, which might be all over the place, or feeling a bit thwarted, angsty, a bit irritated in a situation that's popping up. The situation that popped up, we had the Page of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. It could have to do with one of your kids acting a little bratty, possibly saying things that might not necessarily be true, or you catch them in a situation that kind of pisses you off. And so that's the situation. I asked what was the foundation for the situation, and it has to do with the Hierophant and the Lovers in reverse. So I don't know. This could be about authority and bad decisions, or feeling like their options in regards to love interests are being influenced by authority figures. Or it could just be that somebody in the situation is making decisions and acting as the authority figure in the situation and taking away the other person's ability to make poor decisions, because the Lovers in reverse is about it's choices and options, but in reverse it's about like bad choices and options. Combined with the Hierophant, it could be like they're being forced into something or making a choice that might be permanent, or a permanent commitment that might not be the wisest of decisions. And then we have for what you mentally are equipped with innate that will help you to be able to manage the situation. We have Death and the Five of Swords in reverse. This is indicating that you do know how to pull yourself out of petty combative conversations in order to let the situation die. So you do have the ability to disengage if it starts to get into any sort of not lose-lose type of scenarios, like not trying to win at all costs, because sometimes that can make things spiral out of control. That's why it's in reverse with Death here. This is indicating in this position that you mentally are equipped to know when it is time to make any sort of arguments or discussions die, or to put an end to it. And the past situation, I asked what was the past influence that is leading up to this situation, and it is the Eight of Swords in upright, which indicates somebody not feeling like they have more options, or not being able to see that there are more options available to them. And so I asked what is going to be, where is this headed in the future, and it is, you got the High Priestess, in which you will be tapping into your inner knowing, just kind of knowing what the right thing is to do and being able to act on it when it's the right time, but being able to withhold that information if it's necessary, and only work, tapping on and exposing information as it's deemed necessary. This is about deep inner knowing, deep inner intellect, and knowing that you don't have to tolerate any sort of bratty behavior, no matter who it's from. It could be a child, or it could just be somebody who's matured to the level of a child. So you never know. And so how will you be thinking in regards to the situation? You're going to basically see whether or not there's any way to progress. With the Two of Wands in reverse, this is about not being able to move forward. And then this came out with the World card. Not being able to move forward because you feel like this has reached the end of a stage. Whatever the situation is, it's like this is the end. There's nowhere else to go from here. So knowing that it is time to just evolve into the next stage, this also this represents God or source, the divine. This is about allowing God to just kind of take it from here, because you don't really have any further progression. There's nothing to plan for in terms of how you're thinking. You just know that it's time to let God deal with it. And then how you're feeling, that kind of ties into with how you're feeling. We did have the Emperor. These literally all flipped over together. So it was the Emperor and the Empress in reverse. This is like not feeling like you have the power or authority or the abundance to be able to do much other than wait it out. So you're feeling like you have to wait it out. The Emperor in reverse could indicate like feeling like you want to throw your weight around and use your authority to stampede somebody over to win them over to your way. But with the way that the reading's going, it kind of just looks like you're not feeling like there's much in your power in regards to this, and you don't really have the financial abundance or the means. It might not be financial abundance. It could, with this tied to your feelings, it could just be like feeling like you don't have the emotional abundance to do much more other than wait and let things take its course. I asked what the obstacle was. Nothing would come out while I was asking for what's the obstacle to like dealing with this issue, and nothing came out. So that tells me that there's no obstacle other than like doing what you are doing, which is like waiting. But then I did ask for some advice, and we got the Hanged Man and the King of Wands. So the advice is just to be confident in taking your time out in order to gain a new perspective and to tap into source. The Hanged Man is Pisces energy. It's all about taking time out to just reflect on things and to allow yourself to kind of tap into the Holy Spirit and have the confidence to know that eventually you will know how to proceed from here. The King of Wands is upright, so it's like taking that time out deliberately and knowing that it's the right thing to do and not really caring about all else, just waiting, letting God do its thing. And then the outcome will be that you will have everything that you need in order to assert your position in this. It might be that you are going to have to deal with other people, other individuals who have differing opinions. But if you give things time to kind of play out and let things let God and the Holy Spirit take its course, this is going to give you all of the tools that are necessary for you to assert your own position when competing with these others. Competition meaning just, like competing as a pliable or a good candidate in regards to whatever this is, or like asserting your position over others if there's like a situation that you have to deal with and you need the cooperation of other people. You'll have all of the knowledge and the tools to be able to say, well, this is what I think, and this is why, and you'll be able to do it confidently without having anyone else be able to trample on your perspective. Anyway, that's about it. I don't know what this might tie into, but yeah, good luck with it, and I love you. I'll see you on Tuesday.